we go. We're on Simulator Sunday during the Dallas game, so I have that on the other screen. They're getting their butts kicked, so I decided not going to worry about that. We're going to do our stream. Last game of the season for them, so I wanted to make sure that I watched them. Yeah, poor Dallas. I mean, they should have came in and played like they wanted to win. They're playing Green Bay, and yeah, it's not working out. It did not work out too well for them. Kind of how Dallas always has been in the playoffs for the last 20-some years. Yeah, it's 48-24. They're at home. They haven't lost at home in like a long time, and 5 minutes left of the 5.5 minutes left of the game. I would be surprised if they actually make it back. If they do, I'll watch them next week, but otherwise, playoffs are over for my team. Simulator Sunday's not, though. Okay, Mike, hello. Fanny's in here at the very beginning there. So we're at LAJ. As you can tell, we've done this many times here, and we're just going to do some sorting. The supply train came in. Been a bunch of people moving stuff around, so we have loads that are actually ready to pull out and stuff, but I figured we'll get this supply train that came in sorted, and we can pull loads if we have time, get this outbound going. But we're going to just worry about this right now. So we have the 2271, 2281 cars here. 2271 is for the LA West, which is actually just right over here across the road. So this is 2271 area over here. And then the 2281 cars, that's going to be for LAJC, which is actually right over here across the bridge. That's over where the Taco Bell is. You guys have seen me do it plenty of times, but just down there is LAJC. So the 3351 cars have already been pulled off, and these are what remains. So we'll get these sorted into 2 sets here. Make sure that the brakes are bled, and some of them. I'm doing this, so it's not doing them all. Maybe it's because the engine's not on there or something. So let's see. This is the lead engine right now. So I think I'm going to, since I'll be pulling, I'm going to want to have the other one as lead so I don't get confused. All right, so that means we're going to reverse, and here we go. Is there any updates to the server? Nope. Just update 12 was the last one, and there's been nothing else that's been going on. Nothing, Run 8's been quiet. So we haven't been doing anything, just normal stuff. Nice long throw there. 4 minutes left, so I'll be keep looking over there in case stuff happens. But well, there's Taco Bell right there, 2281 TOB. Got some roods. Take a look here and see all the cars that we have. So it looks like up to this one is, okay, so there's 81s behind it. So we'll take these 2 off. These are 71s. So let's release, apply the handbrakes on these. Let's see. We don't have any air in it. So I'm going to have to push these guys back here a little bit. So shove them a little bit. See, let me take off the brakes again. I'm pushing right now, but here we go. Hasn't made it all the way here yet, though. I'm just trying to release the pressure off this knuckle. I don't know what's going on there. Let's see. Let's take a look at them. Well, there's still air in some of them. So today is one of those days. By the way, I am back on Windows 10. Right after the stream last week, I literally swapped over back to Windows 10. So that issue with control that I had not only this game but in other games, it wasn't my keyboard, as I kept saying. Nobody listened. Lead these cars manually. So the keyboard issue went away, as well as some other things. And so Windows 10 we stay for now. But yeah, all the cars are black. I wonder what's going on. Okay, let's go the other way now. Pull forward and see if we can it recouple. I open the pin, and there it goes. Pin's off. So I'm going to take these 71 cars. Oops. Just hit the back of the microphone and put it in my mouth. And I should... Maybe I'll roll them over to this first track here. Go ahead and get the locomotive here. What I want to do is set this switch for after I have the 81 cars, and I'll go drop them off over there. Based on the length, I want to make sure that all my switches are set. See, this one is not good for me. Oh, it is. He was using it last, probably. That one's good too. Okay, let's get on back. All right, so that's looking good there. That's good. Let's take this. Come on back here. What happened? Oh, because I had the independent still on. Like, why does the train stop? Yep, that's what it does when you have your brakes on. Almost like it's supposed to do that. Now what I do? I went down to adjust the heater and I must have missed a switch. It was this one here. Oh yeah. We got the splits. Where's NM at? He loves this stuff. Here, he's just not watching it. He's not able to comment. Okay, what did I do? Did I throw the wrong switch? I must have. It should have been this one. And that one's fine. All right. Let's see if we can pull it off. Oh, my handbrakes are on because of that. I don't like when it does that. You do the splits and the handbrakes automatically go on for some reason, even though the air hoses, there's no air in the train. Because of that. What's up, Rise? So yeah, as soon as you get a mistake, a little boo-boo like that, the handbrakes come on. I always forget about that. All our wheels are on the tracks, so that's good. So now we'll proceed backwards, I hope. Let's go check our other switches. Make sure we did everything right. Looks like we did. We just threw the wrong one, apparently. Or we didn't change them at all. That one I threw. And jumping on the train, remember I was having a problem with that before too, where I tried to grab the back of the ladders on the cars and it was giving me problems there. It wasn't making any sense. It wasn't a keyboard issue. It was a Windows 11 issue. Which doesn't make sense, but that's what it was. All right, so as soon as I get these guys in here, I'm going to... These aren't even sorted correctly, I see. They came here all messed up. I mean, there's empty, and then... What if they came here? Maybe they got sorted that way in the yard. Run of the Ring. This is LAJ yard. How you doing? Welcome. So I'm in the LAJ yard, actually. Mr. White, how are you doing? Of course. Why would my couplers not be stressed out here? Bring it back a little bit to loosen the coupler compression. All right, so that's 71, 71, and 71. It looks like all these are 81s now, so we'll go back and punch those back together with the other 81s. There's one switch over. So we will be throwing this one here. I don't know if Arco's going to make it, Rise. I think he's busy shoveling snow. Or following moose tracks somewhere. Okay, come on back. Too many cars to kick here, and they're loaded, so we're not going to do that. We only had 3 or 4, we could do it, but right now we have 10. Buried in it. Talking about snow or something else? There's like this thing in the way, like I can choose these little things. Whatever those are. I don't know if you guys saw them, but it covers up the whoever typed last, the very last word. I can't see what's there. So it says, oh, he's probably buried in, oh well, LOL. I think it says it, but can't tell. Here's 71s. I wasn't sure if these were intermixed or not, so We'll move 71s over one track. It's no big deal. Okay. And then once we connect these back, we'll verify that there are only 81s left in the cut. Let's go flying here. All right, so 71s are in that one. 71 Ash, ABI. Go all the way to the front. Well, there's 7. No, that's 81s. Taco Bell. I was just watching a documentary on Taco Bell earlier today. All right, the rest of these are 71s. Let's take a look over in this guy, 71. Make sure there's none in here. Any 81s, that is. All right, we'll pull the 81s out. And who am I running? I'm running the 71 right now, but that's okay. All right, so find out error or something. Sort of breakage going on. Well, there's one. Led them. Where are we at? That's the wrong car. Lead that one out. Eagle cocks are wide open. There shouldn't be air bottled in them. Been open for a while. That's 71. Lead these as well. I don't know why the control F7 isn't bleeding all the brakes. Hello, Jeff. Glad you can make it. We're just in the LAJ A yard right now, sorting some cars. But we have to bleed them all manually for some unknown reason. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can pull them forward now. Brakes are off. Everything's bled. Handbrakes are off. Hello, NM. We're going to pull these 81s forward since there's no other 71s. We will have a few 71s left to deal with. Probably too many, I was going to say, to fit on one track. We'll come back and get those in a minute, though. 51 today. Nice. I turned 53 in May. All right. 2281. That's going to be the last one. The A1T will be the last of that cut. I'm going to I throw a handbrake on here so that they all crush into it and become real friendly with each other. Hey, let's see. We got it. Open that coupler. Let's see. Handbrakes, handbrakes, handbrakes. Handbrakes all around. Everybody gets a handbrake. Except this guy. Take it off there. Come off. So I did open that. Okay. All right. So now let's run over to the LAJ ski yard. Hopefully. Unless we have switches set wrong in front of us, which we probably do. Dallas Cowboys. Season ended right now. See them again next year. Or you can always rewatch the season as I played it on my YouTube. They actually did well in the playoffs, unlike real life. Always loved trains. I wasn't really into, I did train simulators since it came out, but, there's only so much you can do in there. I didn't know nothing about trains, nowhere to learn about them. You couldn't find books at the library about stuff like that. What's up, Dutch? You're not late to the party. The party just started now. You got here. Party restarts every time somebody new joins up. What are we at? 15. Well, they lost to the Green Bay Packers. Dallas Cowboys season is over. Green Bay Packers going to go play 49ers next week. Doing a little speeding action here. I don't want to get a ticket, so let's slow her down a bit. We're in LA. You know how those cops are. Give you a ticket for 1 mile over. Not where I'm at. Some of you know the truth behind that one. All right, we're at 16, so we're lightly going over speed limit. Nobody, not going to worry about that too much. Let me turn on some lights here so I can see as it's starting to get dark. Yes, Bill, that is true. They didn't play like they were at home for the last, 16 games they haven't lost at home. Oh, well. Listen, I don't get my hopes up too high in the playoffs because Cowboys, good of a team as that they have been, they just choke every year in the wintertime. They don't like the cold. The way they were playing at the end there, they should have played like that in the beginning. All right, we got this under control here. Let's go ahead and slow her down. We do have another game coming on for those of you who enjoy the footballs. It is Los Angeles Rams, a local team to me, and the Detroit Lions, who I want to win. My in-laws live in Detroit, so... no, go back. Generally watch all the games at the end of the season because I know it's going to be no more games for 8 months. 7 months, something like that. I like the Bears. I just don't know anything about them anymore. All right. We're talking too much football and we don't have no juice on the train, so we got to kick it in gear here. Start talking train so we can keep everything rolling. Sonny Scofford, welcome back. It has been a while. Glad to have you here. We can watch UFL, whatever that new one. You were telling me about the new one, where the two leagues combined. So it's like a mini NFL. And of course, we got UFC. Got to always watch UFC on Saturdays. Selling's been. Sell GP is a YouTube channel that plays all the America's Cup lead up stuff. So that's the other sport that I watch, believe it or not, selling. Some people find it boring, but oh, Jared Goff, I mean, going against his former team. That'll be a fun one. Bears. Bell Yard. Not sure what that means. Is that Taco Bell Yard? That's what I call it. You know what I didn't? I didn't actually. We're getting fast there. Let's see. That's the view I wanted. Don't know why it took me so long. Because we're speeding. Wanted to make sure all the cars were behind me because I took off. I haven't ever actually looked to make sure they were still there. And we're in a hurry here, so bring her back down a little bit. We're going downhill, and this is a little bit heavier than the empties, so got a lot of dynamic braking going on. We got it leveled out about 14 miles an hour now. Let me tell Taco Bell we got supplies for them. They're coming. Where they can get keep making them gorditos. Tell them coming in hot like they're I almost said Del Squarcho, but that's Del Taco, their competitor. Real Mexican food. What's that? Taco Bell hot sauce there? Flame it? No, what the hell is it called? I don't even know. I don't go to Taco Bell. I mean, I have. I just don't predominantly go there. I think the last time I went is when I was at Fort Irwin on the Army base. Probably about 4 years ago. So we're going to deliver these guys here to the C yard, and whoever wants to deliver them, well, they'll have the opportunity to sort them the way they want. But we're bringing them over here, that 1.5 miles or whatever it is, 2 miles. It's probably longer than that. Might even be 5 miles. It's 5 miles, and maybe we'll take the main line back, have some fun. PA. I didn't look up there to see if there's any cars ahead of me. Let's go run down there and see if we got... Nope. Nope, we're good. So I'm between Obviously, I'm on the BNSF, and I'm just pulling into the LAJ yard. So, don't have the map open, but let me open that real quick. Then the San Bernardino, obviously, as you mentioned, but those who don't know, that's Malabar. So let me bring this up right now. And so if we bring up this map here, so we're not on the map here, but you see you have the LAJ connector right here. That's kind of over by Commerce. So this LAJ connector is if you're like going back the way that we're going to go. So we're somewhere in this area if the map were to show it. We came across the water there from LAJ A yard. We came over, followed this around, and now we're in this track here. Next we'll go out and we'll head back. But yeah, this is where Taco Bell is. I've done a few streams from here. Taco Bell, it's important. Who else is going to make food for the intoxicants that occur about 2, 3 in the morning? Denny's like, I guess, but you got to go in there and sit down. LA is pretty big, man. And I don't do much with UP ever since I took over as the yardmaster here for LA for the San Bernardino sub. I got enough work to do, but you know, UP has probably just as many yards here. Before I was the yardmaster, I was doing City of Industry or as an official one. All the 710 threw you off. All right, we'll start bringing her to a slow here. And then the reason I'm going to go back on the main line is, again, because there's some confusion on how auto works. All the switches ahead of me are looking good. So the locomotives for 2281 are back at A yard, so those will need to come over here. They're fine leaving them over there because I should have used those to bring these cars here and I could have just left them connected, but I got 71, so I'll have to take those back. Give me something else to do. All right, so now throw some handbrakes on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do one more. I don't know how many cars are on here. 6. Do a handbrake test. Come in reverse. And they're going to hold. I just want to get it moving here. Hear my wheels spinning. That's how good the handbrakes are holding. So that test is complete. Handbrakes will hold. Now we're back with just the dual engines. Get it back in the cab. Head out to the main line. Get on back. We'll go get the 71s and build them up, take them up to LA North. Or LA West, actually. It's called LA West. We don't want to go that way. We want to go that way. So let's take a look at our map. So this is of course I can't stand it because you can't control your train when you're in there, but we look here. We want to go down here to CP Riddle. Damn it. I meant to. So now I have a restricting, I have to back over, which is fine, but I have to back over. I didn't mean to throw that. I was trying to throw the switch So we're going to come out somewhere in here, and we'll go past this and then back up to clear that. So I want to say, I want to go here. Fine. Oh, I just lit up this block that I want to go to because I can't light up these ones because they are switches. So you can't light up switch blocks. So that's the one that auto can only route me to. And then from there, I'll do restricting if I need to. Yeah, it's getting a little cloudy and misty. Are you talking about my eyeballs right now because I'm making mistakes? They are getting a little misty because of the mistakes. We all make them. We have to correct them. All right, then let me tone out the... No! I almost hit relinquish all the time. I'm not sure. I'm so used to hitting it. So let's tell Otto, hey, we want to go there, and then he's probably going to say, call me at the next control point, which we're at. Oh, he gave me a Roger. Signal indication for ATS 5665, and he is routing me out, so let me run out here and throw that switch. Have an approach up there. Lights going to full as I'm entering the main. Let's keep it at 15 beer until you get onto the main. Step off the track so we don't get runned over. All right, now we can halt. All right, now we're on the main. Got 30-mile restriction, 30-mile-per-hour restriction with that yellow light up there. So we're already speeding. If we look here, it shows us not speeding yet because we're not past that light. But at the light, we need to be at 30. What's up, Pat? So we're at 38.4, but I have no load. So when I hit those brakes, we're going to come to a quick stop. And he is routing me to the... He hasn't routed me to pass that one yet. I want to go to this, and he's like, he hasn't routed me. But we'll see if he will. Not, we'll ask him again. Yo, bro, what up? I don't want to go 15, I want to go 30. As you see, I'm getting her down to 30 now as we pass the approach signal. What's up, Marv? We're below our 30 mile, and then we have a speed restriction. It looks like over there. It's not for us, though. 60. We're below 30, coming up on a red. And he just gave me a signal indication for ATSF 5665. That means he's routing me through the next one. No, look at this jerk. He's not even taking me where I want. He's taking me up there. I did not ask to go there. So what do? You contact him and you say, cancel my route, quit being a jerk, and send me where I'm asking to go. Yeah, I know. No, I'm not unhappy. I mean, unhappy, you know, sure. All right. He's telling me to wait for Papa or whatever, but I wanted to cancel. Maybe it's because Marv's reminding me of the Cowboys lost. Wasn't paying attention. Like they weren't in the game. All right, so he's dropping the signal for us. Somebody left perhaps thing open over there. He might be working it. So we got a train coming this way. Concentrated juice is bringing that one here. Creepy auto is creepy. Yep. Yes, sir. All right, so I'm going to ask again because this comes up. Like, well, auto didn't route me right. Well, how many times did you ask? Because if you didn't ask 44 times, he's not going to route you where you want to go. And I'm on my second. So he gave me acknowledged. He's probably going to switch me over. Switches are lined up for another train to go to main 3. Probably because of that restricting there that I accidentally threw. So I'm going to go ahead and give myself these 2 restrictings because I screwed up and did the other one. We'll treat them as clear signals because we know we can't do anything about that lunar until we pass it. And we'll have to back up to clear it. So, playing by the rules of the road, but at the same time, if you make a mistake, as long as you can explain, hey, I'm doing 30 because I should have a green or an approach or whatever. So it's working within the rules of auto. You make boo-boos, Auto don't care. He'll just do what he does. Got a heater by my knees, man, and I only have it set to 75. It's freaking melting me. 62 and here in SoCal right now. I guess I can just turn it off, right? Didn't think of that. I want my knees to stop melting, then just turn off the heater. I mean, you can adjust the temperature. I got to look at the buttons, though. I don't memorize those. And stuff is only illegal if you get caught doing it illegal, right? Well, I mean, no, that's, you know, restricting is stop within half the distance that you can view, right? Well, I only have 2 locomotives. I can stop on a dime almost. Well, I live in California and you get climatized. So for us, cold is like 60. And, well, you know, I like 60. I enjoy the cold, by the way. I could put more clothes on. I do get cold. You put more clothes on. When I get hot, there's nothing you can do about it. So I hate the heat, especially out here. We'll come back around to this there, Marv, when it's 120 here and you're sitting at like 90 complaining about how hot it is. I'll be like, yeah, but it's 120 here. What's your problem? 9 in Ohio land. Yeah, you got lake effect and everything too. Isn't it snowing? Michigan was losing power last couple days. Some people still don't have internets. Right, NM? I wonder if Eric has his internets back yet. My in-laws were telling us, yeah, the power's out, power's on, power's out, power's on. They don't have all the fancy internet and all that stuff, so. They're kind of hanging in there. Visalia is in California. It's like northern stuff. -5 Celsius. That's somewhere below frozen, but we don't do the communist measurement units of measurement. We do imperial. At 40, -40 is the same as -40. Oh, Alberta, where Arco's from. Up there in that area. I guess it's some, you got some, that snow is wet and heavy, I heard. See, where I live, it snows here in California. I just got to go to it. I got to go to the mountains. I could also go to the beach if I want to, you know, go to the beach. And I wouldn't be sunbathing at the beach, obviously, but if you want to do scuba diving or surfing or something like that, you can go to the beach. So you can go skiing and then to the beach all in the same day. I think a train's coming. Where are those lights coming from? LA? LAC? Crazy. See how bright it's getting? Serious lighting here. All right, so we took the main line just to show you auto doesn't always work right. And he cooperated this time with not cooperating. But worked good for me because then I could show you how to fix it if it screws up, which it did. Now we're going to go pick up those 2271 cars, and we're gonna go right into them head first and then pull them the other way. We've got a few other cuts to pick up that we scattered around the yard. Here's the restricting that I set by accident trying to click on that switch. This switch, as a matter of fact. Is this restricting? Or is it this one? Go look. Neither. Oh, it's this one. All right, let's go see what we need to do over here. So, okay, it did clear on its own when we passed it. So that's important to know. So I made a mistake, which is absolutely fine. But I didn't want to leave it white because if it is, then nobody else can move around. So we did our part. Everything is good to go. Now we can get back in the engines and do what we got to do. Well, that one's restricting, but I set that one. So that switch is good. That switch is good. That one's not. So we have to throw this one. I have to go here and stand off the bridge because if I go on the bridge, I'll fall through it. Turn off my brights now since I'm not on the main anymore. So those who were following last week and missed it in the very beginning, I'm back on Windows 10, and where I was having problems with control and grabbing the engine and all that stuff from the ground, all those keyboard problems, as I said, as soon as I popped the NVMe back in for Windows 10, went away instantly. So those are definitely related to Windows 11 for whatever reason. And they're no longer an issue. And if you work for BNSF, you did not see me just jump on a moving train. That train was completely stopped before I hopped on the ladder here in the front. You work for UP, then I was at about 4 miles an hour. I'm back on 10 because I have 11 on all my other ones, but this one, well, I had problems upgrading, first of all, because I had a network card in here that I need to have for Windows 10 because the onboard NIC doesn't work. Crashes the Windows. So I put a PCIe network card in there, but then that makes Windows 11 crash. I found out because I had it unplugged so that I didn't have to try to log on online on Windows when I was setting it up. And as soon as I plugged it in, after I did that, Windows blue screened again. So I troubleshot my problem and found out what it was, what the issue was my network card that I have to have for Windows 10 doesn't work on 11. So I plugged back into the one on the motherboard and no problem. Everything else was a problem, but that wasn't. Not everything else. And in the morning, it's so cold out here, it's near freezing in the morning, believe it or not, in California. I turn on my computer, and when it goes to post, it literally just hangs. I don't know if the water, because it's water cooled. I don't know if there's, I mean, it's a closed system. It should have antifreeze in it. I don't know. Only I knew an IT guy for 30 years. He might be able to fix it for me. So we'll grab this cut here, slide over, grab that other cut, and then we'll drop them off behind us. Let me see. Up. Make sure I did close my switches. Oh, I don't see anything open. Get on the right side. My flashlight on? No. Actually, let me switch over, bring it to a stop. Set that as the lead unit. Now we'll go forward. Yeah, I think the coolant in there is probably got like antifreeze or something in there. I mean, most of the world, there's stuff would be frozen in the wintertime if it wasn't. That's cool. I'm hanging off the back there. It doesn't show me, but that's why it's showing the back of the car here. I pulled that other cut of cars on the next track over all the way to the back, thinking I was just going to pick them up from there when I doubled up, but nope. You gotta pull all the way forward and all the way back. Detroit scores the first touchdown against the Los Angeles Rams. If you haven't had water cooling, again, if you have it, most likely the liquid that you use is going to be like a coolant, so it doesn't freeze in the winter. All right, we're all lined up. Ready to grab some cars here. That could be me. Ah! There we go. Yeah, I got, when I built this machine, and the last one actually, 9900, I literally, it's like the fan, CPU fan was about the same price as a water cooler. So I'm like, let's finally try water cooling. I just with this closed loop Corsair system. Man, somebody's blowing some air back there. I think it's might be coming UP. What I'll do when I pick these up is I'll actually drag them over to their yard and then distribute them in the yard. Break up the train so that, you know, they can move things around as they need to. This in the yard for 71 LA West. Oh, I switched engines. I'm like, why is it so dark in here? Well, it's because I don't have that. But also, because I'm streaming, let me set it so that you guys can actually see what's going on. Yeah, I was pretty close. The same price is, you know, comparable. And I was like, the only thing that's, if you ever have like a catastrophic failure of the pump, the water pump, hopefully it warns you before your CPU decides got too hot and it scrambles some eggs. Yep, CUP. He's over here working. YLA51. I don't even see what that is. Trying to turn on the tags. Control. Could be toggle. Go avatar tags. Left alt. Of course it is. I was doing everything but that. Well, nothing worked. Put them on, but won't work. Okay, so where are we at? We're over here, going the wrong way. Fine. You just need a little bit more. Actually, we're good there. Come back and get these cars. Then we may have to shove back just a little bit more because I went down the wrong path there. I was trying to see who that was. Oh, we got room. We're going to cross right in front of him too, though, if he's not through yet. Oh, no, he's backing in. It's not showing the tags for some reason. If we look at the YLA, so that's Geeky. He just did most of the work here. So now he's running with UP. Yeah, some of the air was on the cars, even though I bled them. Want to get just past the wheels past this switch here so we can rotate it. Yes, I know. A dynamics should have had dynamics, but burning out the wheels here. Gonna have to listen to these for a minute. Road crossings coming up. Okay, we got all of our cars. Okay, so we'll take them over the yard here. And don't want to go these ones. Don't want to go there. You want to go here, which we're already set for. This way. Good. It'll give us a little bit of room if we do the serpentine around that guy, and then we can come back and shove into here. See how much room we have. Might have to peel some off and go deliver them. The beacon means that it's a remote control, correct? In real life. The operator may not be sitting in its seat. But you don't actually have that opportunity on the switchers in here. That beacon button doesn't work. You can turn it off though, but that turns everything else off. You flick this switch right here, they're controlling fuel. Goes off. Then you can't control anything though. So we'll turn it back on. I'm just coasting right now. 12 miles an hour, no power. Yep, I know. The switch for that is right here, but it doesn't do anything. Okay, now we'll run up here and see if we fit. We are 1958, so I think it should be fine. I'm gonna find out. What we gotta do is pass this switch. Gotta get rid of the tags here. All right, let's do a countdown timer here. Hopefully it makes it to 0 before the front of the engine smashes into something. Try not to see the track lines, but I don't have that opportunity for some reason. Mileposts. I want to see the car. Well, it's probably because I'm close to the industries, but I just want to see the car numbers without having to see where all the tracks are, but that's fine. $1,400 feet to go. This is where I usually will bring up the LA West map. So I have it up for me. Page 10. You guys can see that there. DepotServers.com if you don't know. Jump in the engine, see where we're at. We got plenty of room up here. Let's get back to the rear of the train. Just, we'll ride it. We're on the same side of the switch now. It's good. Anybody who's sitting here waiting for this train to drive by an industry is going to be screwed for a little bit. These dang slow locals. I mean, they probably work in the area, though, you know, so they would be used to them coming in and out to deliver things for them to offload, thus giving them a job. So shouldn't be complaining too much. About 850 feet left to go. Let me do a quick save here in case I do something stupid. Probably going to happen anyways. Y-VRN2271 2024 is what I'm going to call this one. Now I have a copy of the train, so if I do smash into something and don't see it, I can easily restore the train. That's what I suggest to everybody that they do. See that? If I hadn't come and look up here, I thought it was supposed to be over on a different track. But if I haven't come and jumped over here to look real quick, I would have hit that bumper about 7 miles per hour and had some problems. About 289 feet short, 280 feet short. So I have to now back up. Because the one switch that I thought I was coming back down on this one, I saw the yellow there, but I didn't see the yellow there. Even if I had continued to go straight, that would be all I needed. So I just have to come back about 5 cars. Now 2 engines, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's go 8. Of course, backing up's always a problem where you're gonna do splits and stuff. When I talked about the Wabas thing, I was coming out like this onto this track here, which there's plenty of room as well, but even this one will be fine. It's KPC. And all this just so I can get the rear of the train lined up with the switch to push back into the yard. Oh, he's going LAC from SBD there. right, now we should be okay. You'll have to watch close though. And of course my distance counter is all messed up now because I went backwards. We'll just pull it down here a little bit and then we'll go back and look. I know I have to pass the bumper that's off the left there. That was about, what, 280 feet short or something. I needed more. It wasn't quite at the bumper. We'll get to about where I stopped and we'll do a count up timer. Yeah, that works for us. I have the bell on because I'm in between walls and stuff and it echoes and drives people crazy. So I'm going to do a count up starting now. See if we can get 280 out of it. We'll set up for dynamic so I can use brakes if I need to before I hit that bumper. Start applying some to slow us down. We're at a speed where if we touched it, it wouldn't be that big of a deal, but we're going to need as much of this as we can get. It's going to be close. Go 285 or so. Should have enough there to clear. Independents are on. Go ahead and go to the rear of the train. That's all we needed to throw the switch. Now we can come on back. Verified in reverse, coming in reverse, and with 3 coming back. We'll write it back here. Think. Yeah, we're on. As soon as I get lined up there, I will start the counter so that we know. Well, actually, it won't matter. It won't matter what the counter's at because we won't put the whole train in this siding here or on this track. There's a number of yawns coming from my mouth, and that's because I'm tired. My project today was to run cables, Cat 6 cables and a coax cable from here, where I'm sitting, over to my office on the other side of the house, so that, which isn't that far, so that I can move my network, my cable modem, my routers, everything over there. As I'm redoing my office, or actually setting up my office at the house. I haven't never had one. Out here where I am has kind of been it's like an open area. It's a garage where I had all my computers and everything before. So I now have an office, a bedroom. The kids moved out. One moved out about 8 years ago, and so I finally claimed that room as my own. And my wife has my son's room, who moved out a year ago. I'm just getting it all set up. Well, yeah. We'll see. Going with the Ubiquiti Unified network, so tired of not having Wi-Fi where I need it, so I'm doing basically a small to medium business network. I have everything. I just haven't cut over yet because I'm either working or I'm doing entertainment for you guys, and takes a good cut out of the day getting ready for all that. I got to make sure I don't screw myself up so I can't go live. I do have tomorrow off, but I think I'm going to the other house to continue packing that one up, so see if I can get it done. I've already configured the router and everything, but I don't like the way it was, so I basically factory reset it. I have Spectrum, so I want to bring it online on Spectrum and then set it up from there. Got 2 Wi-Fi access points, so I should fry the neighbors' Wi-Fi set, you know, whatever they have. I'm going to melt theirs because they keep messing with mine, or, you know, turning their little consumer power up too much. So I'll turn mine up and ignite sun from a police helicopter on them. All right, so we have quite a bit of headway here. Let's see. I'll bring that back. Let me put a parking brake on the rear here just so I have a little bit more control of that guy as I come back. I come back about a car length. Try that switch. I'm putting a brake on as soon as I okay. Now I got all the. Is that me? EDX. That's not me. Somebody else. Must be at LAC. I went too far because I was looking at that train that's right over there. Run over there and look at it. See, depending on, not far away. So let's see where he broke it. He didn't set a switch as he tried to pull in, I think. So here he is. Here, see that? He got it. So these are LAC. So yeah, he's pulling forward and he's all good to go. So let's see. So he's got this switch here set for him. And I think that's concentrated juice, right? Let's go to network menu since my thing's not working. Okay. Coming through. No, Chris built that train because it has the damn -9 on the front end. He loves those things. Okay, so back where we were doing. Pull forward a little bit. We need to go about a half a car forward. We should have no problem setting the second cut right next to it. All right, I'll set another handbrake on those 3. And then we'll do a cut. Take a look here. Pretty close. I think we'll be fine. Just do a little compression here. Because right now it's stretched from pulling it. I just want to take a couple inches off, you know. Just a couple inches too long. Now our problem is solved. Pull a little bit forward, and the next switch is set for us, so we'll be able to back that up. Because the handbrake's on, it didn't extend too much. Well, not really. Dutch. Didn't really happen that way. Sure. That's okay. So I set his switches. He must have set them back the other way or something. Oh, where is... ETC through him. ETC may have done that to him or something. I don't know how he... I don't know where it's broke. That's good. I don't know what's going on here. He already went over the switches, so how's he derailing or splitting now? I mean, you might have just come off the tracks or something. He frogged it, so... Plus, he's on a different channel, so... He's on the dispatch channel that, for I think 65 or whatever, for getting in here, and so he can't... If he's typing back to me, we won't see it. That's another thing. If you want to type to everybody else, they have to be either be in the same channel as you, and when you type, it says... you can see right here, it'll say, I'm on channel 0, and you can... Am I not? Should be. Not on channel 0. I'm on 36. Now I'm on channel 0. See, so same thing. So I was only typing in my channel, and there's no way he could see me. All right, so we're ready to come back here after I take the dynamic brakes off. I forgot I asked. Yeah, they just out of the blue for sure. I forgot I had asked Otto to route me around, and so I was he didn't see anything I wrote. Should be close, but not too close. We'll see. No, I'm good. That's pretty close. Might rub a little paint. A little bit of paint there. The long ones, that's what you got to watch out for. Go nice and slow. That's a wide one there. Just crunch, crunch, crunch. That's a long one. I have a copy of the train, so if something were to happen, like the train disappears, shouldn't be that big of an issue. We got it. But as you can see, we're taking up so much of the yard here. Might actually have to use some of this track too. And USUs can... 1, 2, 3... there's stuff that can be delivered around the corner. Looking at everything. Oh, there's another LSC, KPC, Gap. Gap's the first one. There's LSC down there. APC's down here. Isn't it? Nope. Nope. KPC must be there. I'll have to hit it from the other direction. Gap's over there. Okay. USC's over here. API. Well, let's get these off and then we'll see what we want to do with them. Okay, what's the front one? Gap. APC is over here, right? Yep. Crap and fart porcelain. But we have to get that from the other direction. We won't be able to do that. So AGI, so we'll stop here. So these are both APIs. That's AGI. Where's API? I thought it was right here. Back to the map I go. I'm not going to pop it up for you guys. You know how to do that. So API is all the way back. Okay. So is USG. So API. EMP's down there. If we take these USGs, VCLs go straight behind us. No, that's not correct. VCL's in front of us. AGI's here. All right, let's grab these. We'll take USGs with us and everything ahead of it. And if we have too much, we'll bring it back, which we do. Let's see. So API is down. EMP is down. Going the opposite way. USG is down. Okay, so I lied. There it is. So we're right here now pushing into these things. We're going to come back, get rid of USG and API, EMP. I'll give us some room to maneuver around here. So DCL's at the start and VCL's forward of us were the way we're going, but off that one track. So those two, we need to push those from the other direction. AGI is not down there. AGI is here. Okay. There we go. I pushed handbrake, but it didn't stay. Okay, we got 2 on. I'm gonna come back just a little bit more. With 2 on. Okay, now let's go forward. And we're gonna push back to USGs, what we have first. Oh, that's gap. We have to go all the way back here before we dump USGs. All right, so we can throw this. Well, maybe. Hey, come on back. We have some cars on right behind the locomotive that we'll have to figure out how to get rid of. You might even eventually get this yard done. I don't know. Probably not. We'll give her a good start on it though. Cars delivered to the C yard for the 2281. And these are the 71s. We'll just keep pushing back here. US G1's gonna be a little tricky. Figure out how to do that here in a moment. USG is only gonna be tricky because we have the TMP cars up there too that we want to break off. So we have API, USG, which are in the back. We got to get around to the other side to shove the TMPs where they go. So this is why, you know, when I talk about I don't sort them in the yard, I only sort them by industry. I'm sorry, I sort them by local number. And then I do the industry sort on the fly or however I feel like. So as we come back, this is how I'm going to... I'll talk it out loud as I'm thinking about it. I'm going to push this back, these cars back past API. Disconnect them, pull forward, shove back API, and then figure out what the next move is after that. Always like a 4-hour job, you know? Everything takes forever. So the TMPs are right there behind the USGs. Okay, let's take a look here. So let's see, that's API there, okay? We'll bring these past. So right here will be a cut point once it gets over here somewhere. We have two APIs and an AGI, which is back where we came from. You see the gap up here now. When we go back, I'll crack that off and shove that in. We'll get rid of two of these cars here first since we're here. And they're empties, so guess what? We're kicking. I'm going to disconnect that. Look at my speed here. Open coupler, and let's cut that off there. Hopefully you don't break a knuckle. Reattached. There's no reason for that. There it goes. Should have did that the first time though. So when you're kicking, pay attention to them the whole time. Don't take your eyes off of them. Good there. Handbrake's on. I'll come back and get these other ones here. Check the length that we are. Should be okay. Well, I got rid of 2 of those. Turn that off, I guess. A little heavy there. Let me look at something here. I know I'm going to have to deal with those TMP cars, right? So I'm going to get those off now so that when I dump off these USGs, I have plenty of room to get in and out. The TMP is all the way down there, so I'm going to line these cars up so that we can so that they'll be ready for us. I did a countdown, I thought. Okay, so I don't know where it's at, but this way I can go forward and then back up. The TMPs will be ready to shove when I'm ready for them. All right, so let's see. Let's bring her to a stop here. I put a handbrake? Yes, on this one. Okay. That's 2 of them. AGI. Bring off the coupler there. Okay, let's go ahead and... Well, I messed up there. I should have left the USGs where I came from. I did not do that. Now we gotta back up and put these back together and then disconnect the or push the USGs back a little bit. Well, my mistake there for sure. Okay, now we'll go forward. I mean, we could technically just cut these guys here. Okay, now we can go forward. Let's go get these. All right. Handbrake's on that. Go back up. Let's throw that switch. Okay, that's good there. Stand on the ground and throw switches in multiplayer. So now we'll come back. Now we'll come back. And that switch is good. Got to set this one here. And what we did was we put these here so that as we come back out after dropping off these ones, we're going to have to pull like over here on this track, pull forward, push back to dump off USGs. When we come back, we'll be able to take that, push those all the way to the end, and that's 2 cuts done. After the locomotive passes this, set that one back. And we don't need to be on that track. I don't know if there's a WY one. Just go there anyways. Just for the reason that I have no idea why. Be different. I don't know. Out of reverse, I was just reversing and then it was in neutral. Parking brake. That doesn't make sense. I didn't push anything. Right. Not too much further to go here to get these USGs. He said Dutch 4-hour job. Quick little move stuff around, turns into 4 hours. That's how it is. Okay, and set a countdown timer there. See if it's exactly what we need. Mouse is on the other screen for some reason. A gap. Gap's the only other one that's over on this side, I think. Was that notch 19? Jesus, I only hit a little bit. Barely moved it just a tad. And I got the bumper way up there, but this should, because I've cut some of those cars off, it shouldn't be too much. 591 is our footage, including the locomotives. Scraping the walls there. This is not going to haul an ass, but I'm only doing 10 miles an hour. The first of 3. Oh no, maybe it's. Okay, is this one? No, that's AGI. There we go. 1.5 to go. Down to 1. Half. Quarter. That'll do right there. Yep. Gotta come out of dynamics before you go forward. Ride her back if it'll let me ride. Because some of the... There's like one reefer that you can't ride on. There's no handles or something, or they broke off. I don't know what the deal is. So we basically delivered the cars to C Yard. We brought the cars over to LA West, into the yard. And this is our our second actual delivery. We'll do our third right in a minute here after we drop these off, and then our fourth on the way back to the yard. We'll take it back here towards the bumper without touching it, hopefully. Dynamic setup, getting ready for some dynomites, some dynamites. I usually like to leave about a quarter car if possible. That way when I jump off, if I lose where I'm at, I have to move around, I got time. That should be good right there. So we'll set the brakes on this one. Then now we're going to cut them loose. No, you can't because too much force on them. All the dynos. Use all of them. All 2 of them. That's why I leave a quarter car, by the way, in case I have to do a little quick push or it rolls too far. I only have one brake on anyways. Right, so we aren't going that way. We'll go ahead and... see, way. We're not going that way. Rise caught it. So as soon as I pass this switch here, we'll reverse and get her back towards these TMPs and go deliver those. We got this gap one in the middle that we'll get off as we need to as well. All right, we're right in the rear. Don't want to go too fast. 13 miles an hour. Yard speed, 15. Shows you right there. As soon as I pass this switch, start my countdown. Get over to where I can read it. 344. Put a little dynos on. At 200 feet to go. Down to 100. In half a century. Quarter. And we're clear. Turn the bell off. We don't need it for about 13 seconds till we get to that other grade crossing. We've already set the switch ahead of us to align with that track right there. You guys did see what I did there, by the way. No way. No way. Iki is out. Did some UP work and just down the street from us. Actually crossed the streams a little bit, but no accidents happened. Let's see what we got to do here. We got to go throw this switch up here. The one after it looks good. The one after that looks good as well. I'm trying to fly at the same time I'm doing everything else. I'm going 11 miles an hour, but I can't kick them right here because it's too far. I may, and they're full. Who knows what's in them? Probably glass. But right now I can open the coupler, so that's what I'm watching right now. And I have to pass. Well, I don't know if I have to. I need to get back onto this track. I don't know if I can fit. We'll see. I think it'll be about here. Just won't be far enough. See. I might fit. It's gonna be close to where the switch point is. Maybe not. I got like 2.5 cars there, and I got like 1.5 here, so I should be all right. Now I'm gotta do is get this one. 3, 2, 1. We're good. Full independent brake. Run over here and throw a handbrake on this guy. Pull forward a little bit to open. Oh no, that's forward. Right. Didn't throw this side. I only threw 1/2 of the switch. I throw this other half. I mean, it really won't matter, but they do it right. We'll go close this one, line it back up for we're going next. We got the gap to drop. Be right over here. You can see the word gap. We got to come back here past this switch and then go to the left. Oh, stay right here as our train comes towards us. And that means that the cars that we had there's a lot less. Should be able to put them in the yard there. Do a countdown timer here. Should be able to fit them in the gap. Not all of them, just the gap one. Oh, the smell of diesel in the morning. So I think the one right behind us is gap, right? Yes. Not the other ones. We're down to 4 cars. One of them's coming off here, and the rest of them go back to the yard. They're going... TMP is going the opposite way. I'd have to get behind it. Then that LSP, that's going all the way to the end. Or LSC goes all the way, that tanker's all the way to the back there. What's up, Switcher? Haven't seen you in a while. I hope you're doing well. Doing fantastic. But I don't want to miss the gap here. Switcher hasn't been around in a while. But we're going to stop about right there. The independent brakes are going to drag those. I'm going to put a handbrake on this one. Can't cut because we did it funky. Now we can. That way we can dump gap here where it goes. Yeah, Railroader's okay. I haven't minded that too much. Seems like a little GTA-ish with the missions. Just rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. But, I mean, that's what railroading is, though, right? That's what this is. It's just I change yards all the time, give a little bit of variety. Although it's not really variety. It's the same thing. Move metal from here to there. Pick up metal. Move it back to there. Take a look at it. I got to clear the track, but at the same time, I don't want to smash into the bumper. I'll give room in case there's another one somewhere in the yard that I didn't see. So this is LA West that we're working. The Y-VRN2271. I'm not going to get a break on any of these couplers, am I? I have to keep doing that, but that's fine. It gives me a little bit of chance to do a handbrake test. What happened there? Somehow my MU changed. Not short hood trail anymore. The customers Well, I mean, they do complain. We just don't listen to them. I'm sure they have to. I'm running to get on there. Running. I still missed. There we go. All right, here we go. Back to the yard. So now we have, so that front, one of those cars, APC, I think that's all the way there. It's crap and porcelain, crap and fart porcelain. So that goes all the way down there. LSC goes all the way back there. AGI goes right there. So we're going to deliver AGI here real quick. And LSC, there's more of those. Let's see, one. Yeah, there's another KPC there too. Okay, so AGI is going to be delivered. It'll be a delivery. VCL. Where is VCL? I'm looking. Let's see. Okay, VCL is, I'm going to push over to there. I see. LSC. Second one. So AGI. Guy in the rear. So, yep. VCL straight ahead. What was this? Oh, that's KPC. Okay. LSC. That's the one all the way to the back. I'm just trying to get to a state where the engine can go back and forth freely. LSC. Yes, of course, I can't do it like that. Let that roll backwards. We'll come forward. Some more LSCs back there, but is what it is. I don't know if there's more AGIs over here, though. Maybe there's not. Maybe I just saw the crack there. All right, so put a handbrake on there. Oh, there's another AGI right here. So VCLs are going there. But we get the other AGI off. That's pretty easy. But first, go flying here. Well, there's another USG. I didn't see those two in there. That's fine. I'm gonna push back, grab this LSC. Okay, that's got a handbrake on it, I think. One might. I want to make sure that that's going straight, not turn there. And, oops, I gotta get past the switch first. So I need these LSCs to go that way, and then I need to get on the other side of this KPC if I were to deliver it right here, or down the way I'm going now. KPC's down there. I keep forgetting. We're gonna get these tankers off. Then we'll deal with the KPC car next. Hopefully that's enough. The handbrake was on, so it wasn't enough. Just wanted to kick it out just a little bit. We can clear. Now we can go pull forward past that switch. Throw a handbrake on there so we don't lose control of that. And no direct interaction when you were just a driver. We gotta deal with the train masters. All right, so I'm gonna couple here, pull off the handbrake. Let's set this cut back a little bit so that we can clear the switch. A little bit more. Should be good there. You fly up in the air. Track's clear. Fall back to the ground and disconnect. Well, no, you have to back up to release the pressure off the coupler first. The handbrake test is good because that didn't work. That didn't move nowhere. I haven't seen Stem in a while either. He's been probably pretty busy. I know he's been playing Railroad a little bit, but I think he was playing some base games too. No load, so I'm back on just the independents here. No dynamics needed. Handbrake's off. Let's go set our switches back here. That one's now good for us. Good. And that one's not good for us currently. Or is this one? Fun. Then it's dealer's choice here. We'll go over there where we're looking at. We'll stand in the roadway so cars don't... There's no warning devices here. Stand out here with their flashlight. See the flashlight? I'll wave it at people. Oh, workers and resources. That's the one, yeah. He did like that game a lot. I started it. I just didn't have the time to get into it that deep. As with everything else lately. Slide these guys right back here. I don't think there's a whole lot of them coming in, but we'll be nice and push them back a little bit. Oh my goodness, come on. Put the handbrake on so I could release the dang coupler, and now it's gonna have to stay there. My flashlight off. Now I'm just gonna go park this back at the yard. And well, you know, that's gonna be it. That'll be it for Simulator Sunday. Thanks again, everybody showed up here today. Guys speeding out of the yard, trying to make it to dinner. Apparently, they already had. The Cowboys already lost, so I don't know why I'm in a hurry. So we'll be back next Sunday. Same time, same bat channel. If you are so inclined on Thursday or Wednesday night, hopefully, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific on Twitch. Playing LA Noir on there. It works. And we'll see what I'm going to do for YouTube this year. I got to get a little bit of time first and got to start dumping more videos in there, but that all takes time. I got the beer keggers coming up here another month and a half, believe it or not. Start a 30-week regular season baseball season in March on Twitch. So that'll be coming soon. Meantime, I hope you guys have a great week. Thanks again for showing up, and we will see you next week. Guys, take care.